started this gangster shit. This the motherfucking thanks I get. Hello. I started this gangster shit. And this the motherfucking thanks I get. Hello.
Hey, alright, if you're enjoying the content, please take a minute to hit that subscribe button. Join us. Thanks. Alright, yes, it's Comic Artist Pro Secrets, and I am Ethan Van Sciver, 26-year veteran of this comic book industry, world's most charming, elegant, eloquent, and yet humble man. Great big Star Wars fan. As we proceed to turn this channel into a Captain Marvel channel, we are in the middle of an incredible phenomenon. A lot of cool stuff happened today. A lot of weird stuff. And then, it was just, I had my pick of videos that I could make tonight if I wanted to make a quick video. And I chose this one. How much money 5 Marvel superhero actors got paid, including a $5 million salary for Brie Larson in Captain Marvel. Now, Brie Larson has been all over pop culture news right now, going around talking about how she doesn't know if she can save all of women. She's not sure if she can save the female of the species with a single movie. But she's going to try. She's going to try. Hollywood Reporter article has people absolutely flipping out. Brie Larson at this point is she might be the weirdest. Well, she might be the weirdest woman in Hollywood, and that's something else. I mean, she could be the female equivalent of like Tom Cruise at his Scientologist worst, like jumping up and down on the couch and talking about how psychology doesn't work. Just kind of wacky, kind of in his own world. That might be Brie Larson at this point. But again, we've been looking at, it's common knowledge at this point that Brie Larson got paid $5 million to be in Captain Marvel. Rumor is that she signed a 7-picture deal with the MCU to be Captain Marvel, I guess, over and over again. Now, there have been some contradictions about that. People have denied that that's true. It would surprise me, because my theory is, of course, that Brie Larson's Captain Marvel character will probably die in the Avengers Endgame movie after pouring her heart out and defeating toxic masculinity in the form of Thanos with her virtuous femininity. Okay? Virtuous feminism versus toxic masculinity on the movie screen, that's going to work every single time. And as it turns out, when it comes to a paycheck, perhaps it also works as well. You ever wonder? You ever wonder what everyone got paid to be in these movies? I do. Look at her there. Look at her there. March 8th, the Marvel Cinematic Universe gets its first standalone female superhero movie when Captain Marvel hits the big screen. And its star, Brie Larson, will be walking away from the movie with more than Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, and Chadwick Boseman earned on their first MCU movies, probably combined. All right. In a Hollywood Reporter profile on Larson, the trade revealed Larson will earn $5 million to star. Disney is historically stingy in paying its actors, especially their first time out of the gate in the Marvel movie. So props to Larson's agent. For real. How did she do that? It'll become even more impressive in a minute. Just how tight can the studio be with its cash? Here's how much 5 other actors have been paid during their times in the MCU. Look at this. Chris Hemsworth, Thor, the mighty Thor, $150,000. Are you kidding me? $150,000 salary to be Thor? Well, wait a second. It's weird. I always thought, the big line about women was that women were paid 75% of what men make. Oh, that's weird. She got $5 million for her first movie, and nobody even likes her. People don't even like her. Chris Hemsworth, a man, $150,000 for Thor. Honestly, it seems like that seems weird. That seems outrageous. All right, it makes sense that Chris got so little. The actor didn't have many credits to his name when he came on to play Odin's son in the first movie, but he's got leverage now. Now he's getting $15 million paydays. Well, that's good. That's reassuring. All right, there's one in our column, guys, right there, okay? Robert Downey Jr. only got $500,000 to be Iron Man. Now, Iron Man, of course, is his career-making role. Robert Downey Jr. is one of the most charismatic actors in the MCU. Iron Man, I don't think there can ever be an Iron Man movie ever again without Robert Downey Jr. That's how vital he is to this role. People go to see Iron Man just to see Robert Downey Jr. He's charming, he's funny, he's debonair, he's just super cool, low key in his humor. I don't know, he's a lot of fun to watch. To think that he only got paid $500,000 to do the first Iron Man. Yeah, Marvel got Robert Downey Jr. cheap in 2008 following box office milestones for the first Iron Man. Yeah, Downey's end pay was $2.5 million. An Oscar-nominated actor and arguably one of the best of his era, Downey was still repairing his career following a tough stint with substance abuse. That is true, but I will tell you something. I really, like, one of my favorite movies that he ever did was Chaplin. I mean, this guy can act. He really is fun to watch. I'll see Robert Downey Jr. in anything. He's been rewarded since, earning $50 million for his first Avengers movie, $80 million for Avengers Age of Ultron. Now we're pushing it. And $10 million for the handful of scenes in Spider-Man Homecoming. $80 million is a little bit too much. If Disney can pay out $80 million, maybe they can afford Han Solo. Maybe Harrison Ford needs to come back. I think they paid him $60 million to be in The Force Awakens. Let's bump that up and see if we can just say, oh, but he survived. He survived. We need him in Star Wars 9. We're not going to get him, I know it. Chris Evans got $1 million for Captain America: The First Avenger in 2011. Overpaid, in my opinion, really. Evans got more than his fellow Chris on his first outing because he had a better name recognition when he agreed to play Steve Rogers. In fact, he had already played a superhero. He was Johnny Storm. He was good as Johnny Storm. All right, so $15 million paychecks. These guys are getting paid now. Chadwick Boseman, $2 million for Black Panther. All right, so very good. By Disney standards, starting out at $2 million isn't bad. Well, it is bad. It is less than half. It's 40% of what Brie Larson got to screw up Captain Marvel. And this movie's a proven. This movie, anybody could have looked at this movie and seen that it was going to be a huge success. Anybody could have. He'll definitely be looking at bigger paydays playing T'Challa going forward. I certainly do hope so. Brie Larson is setting the standard. But here's the big one right here. Scarlett Johansson, ScarJo, Lady ScarJo, $15 million for untitled Black Widow movie. To be fair, this is not her first outing as the character, obviously. I mean, this is probably, it would be her fifth movie as Black Widow. And it's about time that they actually did a Black Widow movie. They probably should have done a Black Widow movie before they did Brie Larson as Captain Marvel, because everyone loves ScarJo and it would actually succeed. We're not so sure about Brie Larson as Captain Marvel. It was sure a long time coming. After 7 movies, counting Endgame, so 7 in the MCU, Johansson's character finally gets a standalone movie, which is currently in the early stages. And because of that, Disney is going to give her a worthy contract. She earned a low 7-figure check starring in the first Avengers movie. Moral of the story, the longer you stay in the MCU, the more you'll eventually make. That's not necessarily true. Now, my guess is that after Captain Marvel bombs miserably at the box office, Brie Larson will probably be paid. Let's assume that Captain Marvel doesn't die in Endgame, but I'm already telling you, potential spoiler alert, Mike Zero style, the way it's going to end is like this. Captain Marvel is going to die after defeating Thanos, and then she's going to just turn over her powers to young Monica Rambeau, the daughter of the pilot that she's seen talking about how they're going to show boys how it's done. In the trailer. Monica Rambeau will take her place as, of course, the Black Captain Marvel, the way that, honestly, it should have started out that way. It should have been the other way around. Monica Rambeau should be Captain Marvel right now. Monica Rambeau should be getting, whoever plays Monica Rambeau, should be getting a $10 million salary for playing Captain Marvel right out of the gate. But assuming that doesn't happen, and I am wrong, I assume that she's going to get $5 million for Captain Marvel, and then when they see that failure, they'll give her $3 million for Endgame. And when that fails, when people are projectile vomiting at the movie screen at her performance, they will give her what she actually deserves, which is 75% of $150,000, which would be about $90,000. Would it be, or more? 100,000? 100,000? Maybe a little more. Somebody do the math. Bust out a calculator and let's figure out what Brie's salary will be for our third movie. Thanks, everyone. If you like this content, if you're having fun and you want to be here and not miss a video, please hit subscribe. Please like this video. Please share this video. These videos drive SJWs absolutely crazy. Maybe you've noticed. You don't want to miss one. You don't want to miss any of the fun as we work our way up towards the release of Captain Marvel and then all of the nonsense that will definitely proceed that terrible, terrible event. So subscribe, hit like, and ring the bell for notifications. Make sure you're still subscribed, and I'll see you again soon with another video. Bye. Hey, I got a P.O. box. Want to send me some mail? Send it to Ethan Van Sciver, P.O. Box 607, Marlton, New Jersey, 08053. And I'll probably open it up on the live stream. Thanks very much, everyone. Hey, you want to follow me on Twitter? Are you sure? Well, if so, I'm at Ethan Van Sciver. That's at Ethan Van Sciver. See you there. Show your friends you support independent comics while showing the world who you back in the fight against the swarm with the brand new Cyberfrog t-shirt from Crypto Fashion and Comic Artist Pro Secret. Sizes come in small to 5XL, and take your choice of colors between navy blue, white, and black. And if you haven't yet, go ahead and order the Fandom Menace, Go Get Daddy's Belt, Tico, and Soilo t-shirts as well. Link is below in the description. You're going to look great. People love these shirts. They fit wonderfully. Thank you very much. If you enjoyed this video and want to become part of this community, subscribe to this channel by clicking the Laughing Man face logo right on your screen. Ring the bell for notifications as well. You'll never miss a live chat. And stay tuned, another video by Comic Artist Pro Secrets is coming right up.